I'm honored to have an opportunity to make remarks about Cynthia Moxley. I've known Cynthia professionally for over 10 years. She's represented Summit Medical Group. She has assembled an outstanding team of professionals and has represented us with the utmost professionalism, and we've been very satisfied with her services. I've also worked with Cynthia in community in a number of different capacities and have been equally impressed with her contributions in a number of different capacities on boards and in civic organizations. But most importantly, I also count her as a personal friend. We've gotten to know each other quite well over the years, and we have both a professional and a very great, strong friendship as well.
Cynthia has been a champion for diversity in nonprofits in Knoxville for a long time. Over the last 8 to 10 years, she has been very involved in our work at the Urban League. In fact, Cynthia and her team received the Corporate Leadership Award for their support of the Urban League. Cynthia has done a lot to help us increase our visibility and to teach the Urban League about brand marketing. Those are things that nonprofits gained a tremendous value from her expertise.
Well, Cynthia, congratulations on being the Outstanding Marketer of the Year. I guess that award just goes to show that you, as a journalist, you could just write about it. As a marketer, now you have to sell it as well as write about it, and you've done a good job with that. You know, I've known you for about 20 years now, maybe 21 years, and we've had a lot of good times together. But one of the things I've really liked about you as a client is your tenaciousness and how you like to go about doing things and doing things for your clients. That's also one of the things that I probably haven't liked that much about you as you were representing other clients. I know we've had a lot of fun arguments about different clients of yours, including the News Sentinel, but I just want to let you know how much, one, I really appreciate all you've done for the community, and also I've really enjoyed working with you over time. It's been a lot of fun, and I can't think of anybody else who'd be more deserving than you as the Outstanding Marketer of the Year.
Hello, I've been asked to say a few things about my friend Cynthia Moxley. The national news media has no idea of the power of this woman. As hard as it would be to believe, some Sundays she won't let Alan come out and play with me and Larry Cox and Bill Vaughn, and on those weeks I'm deprived of Alan's good advice, and those are the very weeks when I go back and cast votes that make people mad because I've been limited to the advice of Larry and Bill, and then husbands don't treat their wives as well, and wives don't treat their husbands as well, and repercussions of that go out all over the world. Salesmen don't make sales, and it affects the nationwide economy. It's all kinds of things, and if you don't believe that they have that kind of power, just think about this, that when Alan, most of you know that Alan and Cynthia have represented Pilot for several years. When they started representing Pilot, the gas was just, I think, a little over $1 a gallon. Of course, now it's around $4 a gallon because Cynthia has sent Pilot such big bills that the poor company has had to increase their gas prices, and then other companies, they have so many stations, other companies around have had to do that too. So this is one powerful woman. But I will tell you though, I've known Alan since my days at UT in the late 60s. I've known Cynthia since she was a reporter for the Knoxville Journal. And quite seriously, I can say that she is one of the finest women that I know. She is hardworking, smart, ethical. She has a good sense of humor. She has a heart of gold, and I mean all of this. She's very, very kind and capable and competent. She's done work for me in my campaigns. They've just done so much for me that I can't even begin to tell you all the things. And so I'll just say that the people who chose Cynthia for this marketing award could not have chosen a better person, in my opinion. She is deserving of this and a whole lot more. Cynthia, I love you, and I'm just sorry that I can't be there with you tonight as you're being honored.
Cynthia Moxley and her team are really in the business of connecting people. It's very similar to U.S. Cellular. This was a natural match for us 4 or 5 years ago when we came on with the firm, and we're really glad that we did. What she does is she helps us to connect our vision, our values with the community, and that helps our business. It helps us impact the community. It helps us be the company that we're destined to be in Knoxville.
I've been asked a lot about Cynthia. We've known each other for a long, long time, first when she was a reporter with the Journal. And then when I went to KUB in 1992, I hired her to start an employee newsletter. But probably the most impactful relationship we've had is when the blizzard of '93 hit. It hit on a Saturday morning, and KUB does what KUB does. They were out there working hard in 4 degrees, putting the lines back up, cutting trees, doing everything they could do operationally. But it was on about Tuesday after the storm that Cynthia called me, and she said, "Y'all are really doing a good job, but you're not talking to your customers. You're not talking to the media. You're not telling people what's going on." So we immediately got to work, and Cynthia did what Cynthia does the best. She was a crisis manager, and she taught us what we needed to do in a crisis. She led us in our very first press conference during that storm. I dare say that KUB had probably never even issued a press release before that time. And then after the storm was over, we sat back and we looked at what we could do better every day. And Cynthia helped us develop our communications plan, and we've had it in place for 19 years since, and we're constantly trying to focus on how better to communicate with our customers and with the public. That's Cynthia's influence on KUB.
Oh my gosh, how I first met Cynthia Moxley. Well, she was a obnoxious, aggressive, young reporter for the old Knoxville Journal, whose editor was a man named Ron McMahon. Ron was a great friend of ours, worked for Howard Baker, but he was a little obnoxious himself. And my first experience with Cynthia, we were trying to do some economic development for the state and for Knoxville. And of course, she liked to keep that a little under the radar. And she wanted to put it above the radar. And so she had a headline story in the Journal one day, and I was really upset with her. But I got to know this young lady. Well, let me back up a little, too. She also wrote a column for the old Journal called Whispers. And Whispers was a gossip column. And it was so gossipy that at charity auctions, they would bid, and you would give $500 or $1,000 not to have your name mentioned in Whispers for a year. But then the Journal went the way of so many newspapers and went out of business. And Cynthia set up her own business, I guess, 25 years ago. And what made her good as a reporter, being aggressive and in some cases obnoxious, made her very, very good in business. At Pilot, we have a tremendous sense of urgency. Cynthia has a sense of urgency, which is good in getting things done. But she also has a great strategic, long-range experience, and she has the expertise and knowledge to chart a long-range plan for the public image of your company. And she's done an excellent job for Pilot, now Pilot Flying J, of creating what we think is the best term long-range image for us.
You know, there's an old adage that a lot of business is done on the golf course. I think that Cynthia would argue that just as much business is done on the blue streak.
Recently, we were doing something about a nonprofits dinner, and there was a little difficulty in getting the convention center booked for the right night. And this person who was working it out said that he had talked to Alan Carmichael, and Alan Carmichael had worked it out. So we really know who is a true power at Moxley Carmichael, Alan Carmichael.
I'm sorry I'm not able to be with you this evening, but I want to take this time to say congratulations, Cynthia. I think you're outstanding, and I can't imagine a more worthy recipient.
Cynthia, congratulations. You deserve this honor.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Cynthia. I'm very happy that they're honoring you in this way. It is very well deserved.
Cynthia Moxley, Alan Carmichael, and all the associates at Moxley Carmichael, on behalf of all the associates at U.S. Cellular, Deneen and I, we really wish you our heartiest congratulations. Thank you so much for your work for us and the community.
Congratulations, Cynthia. You deserve this. As you say to everyone else, Cynthia, you're the greatest.
in closing, Cynthia, you work hard, you're aggressive, you have a sense of urgency, you're a pilot kind of person. It's been a great privilege to work with you, and you really deserve this honor. You are a great marketer. Congratulations.